Don't stop, you fools. Run. You fools. What's all this commotion outside? I think we're good. And we're just booking it. Get us out of here. And everything's so fast-paced, too. Feels good to just quickly pull people out. We have not seen any, like, dual tech stuff yet, but I would not be surprised in the slightest given how much this game takes from Chrono Trigger and the fact that you have, like, tag teams. There's definitely a chance for some combo moves in the future. But we've not seen any yet. It's a good fight for Pandemic. Whose Ultra move do we want to see next? Maybe Kylian? Unfortunately, I can't use Pandemic. It's going to overdrive us. Deals high physical damage to all enemies. Whoa! That's a sword. I really want to see Victor's. I've never seen such a beast before. Of all times, it had to appear during the peace celebration. Oh dear, this will only complicate Tarn's relationship with Ascania. And how shall I explain all of it to Prince Frederick? This story sounds utterly preposterous. Let's return to Tormund anon. Is something wrong, Sir Matai? We should hurry. I can still hear the demon raging. General, what are you doing? You are right. This story really sounds inconceivable. How about we write a more credible one, with this sword in your blood? Tarn's Chancellor, Edgar, killed by soldiers from Ascania. Sounds much more believable. This will cause a new war. It's no one's fault that a demon attacked the palace, sir. You're young. Naivety guides your tongue. The nobles of Alandis are waiting to find a new reason to continue this war. No matter what happened here, everyone will tell the story that suits them best. Hi, Inquisitor! This peace treaty was signed by people who have been swinging their swords for far too long. They have forgotten how to use a pen and speak the truth. Or they perhaps never learned it. Hatred rules Volandis, and that cannot be changed easily. This looks bad. Told you, a dead end. Oh, shut up. What do we do now? I guess we fight. What do you mean miss? 80% chance. So because of the way that the tag team system works, whoever's tag teamed with a character can never be affected by that character's stuff. So like Kylian can never get any buffs from Victor because he's always in or out, which is interesting. Ooh, I got some armor from him. So there are some bosses with good steals. How's it going, PW? Try to use Victor's this turn, or this fight. Can't get my overdrive very high though, I keep hitting moves to lower it. I'll wait one more turn. The time. Hit him with the Cosmos Orchestra. Dude just conducted his own orchestra. There was even a like claps at the end. Alright, I gotta revive. Unfortunately, he immediately... I was hoping he wouldn't attack Len, and then she'd get a chance to get the HP regen, but he immediately attacked her, so it kinda... RIP. Okay, we need our boy. Throw a snack. Does items... Oh, items keep your overdrive in the same spot. That's interesting. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And that works out nicely. That works out nicely. Ouch. Let's bring our boy back in. Oh yeah, look at that overdrive. Overdrive manipulation. It's still not going down. What is this thing? Splendid. We have it cornered. Ready another salvo. But, sir, there are civilians. We have no choice. Fire the cannons on my command. Fire! You have to get up, Glenn, please. For what purpose? The best thing I can do is to lie here in bed. And wait for what? Until there is no one left to take care of you? Almost a year has passed and you sit idly by while I travel around to save what is left of the Band of the Iron Bowl. It's easy for you to say. You are not to blame for this catastrophe. And neither are you. You obeyed your orders as a soldier. You did not know what the stone was capable of. You can't... I know that, Kylian. But in the end, it happened because I destroyed the stone. I swung my sword and thousands of people died. And then, while I crawled through the ruins carrying your unconscious body, the corpses everywhere, their skin melted, the stench. I will never be able to imagine what happened back then. But the consequence cannot be you hiding here. Glenn, I know you too well. You're an idealist. Me? I do nothing. I have just been following you guys around. Then change it. Let deeds follow. Let us find this stone. Let's get back to Volandis. For the past few months, I have not only looked for the troop and for sources of income, but I have been doing research. The stone was a grimoire. A grimoire? Originally, this was the name for magic books. Every magician who thought something of themselves published at least one grimoire in their life. And the richer a magician was, the more money they invested into the appearance of the book. Gems with magical properties which were set into the book's cover were very popular. With the fading of magic, the books slowly lost their significance, but the stones gained in value. Since they had no name in the common language, they were called grimoires as well. And one of them caused the explosion? Probably. Probably? The description about its appearance is pretty accurate, but a stone with such power is not described anywhere. You mentioned that the stone was undamaged after the explosion? Yes, it floated high above the ruins in a whirlpool of ether. I saw it with my own eyes. Then the grimoire still exists and might be somewhere in Volandis. In the wrong hands, it could all happen again. You asked for what purpose you should stand up? Stand up and help me find this stone so that such an event will not happen again. We find the stone, we rebuild the gang, and then... Do you remember the original reason why we were in the Band of the Iron Bowl? We wanted to change the world. And for that we needed power. The reputation of our gang grew steadily. The pay got better, our treasure chests filled up. The best blacksmiths forged our weapons. The finest instructors trained the young among us. We had enough gold for airships and sky armors. We could have used it all for our purpose, Glenn. And we still can. We will rise again. We will become more powerful than any army. Like Alfred and the Band of the White Dragon 100 years ago, we will start revolutions and turn systems upside down. We will end the tyranny of kings and put the reins of power into the people's own hands. But I need you for that, not only as a good fighter or outstanding sky armor pilot. I need you as someone whose heart beats in the right place. I need you as a friend, Glenn. What a sweet memory, but now it's time to wake up, Glenn. Huh? What is this voice inside my head? Who are you? Your friend, comrade, mentor. Call me whatever you want. The beasts have picked up your tracks. It's time you listen to my advice. What do you mean? You'll find out soon enough. For now, you need to wake up. Are you awake? Where are we? It seems as though we are underground. The tower collapsed the moment we left it. If you have the strength, help me clear the way here. Where are the others? Apparently not here. What kind of monster was that? I do not know. For a moment I had the feeling that it was explicitly chasing us. For a moment, that thing chased us all over the place. You must still be half asleep, thief. I'm not a thief. You and your friend broke into the palace. We didn't want to steal anything. I am sorry, that was rude. You saved my life back there and risked your own. I shall believe you. And anyway, it doesn't matter. So let us just call you a trespasser. How about Glenn? My name is Len. Glenn, are you there? Ah, there is someone on the other side. Thanks to destiny, you are well. We must have had quite some luck to survive this fall. Don't speak of luck so quick, we are not out of this mess yet. I smell miasma, and not little of it. The sewer system is old, older than Farnsport. Nowadays, only sewage flows through here, but back in olden times, these walls had another forgotten purpose. Evil built its nest in those days. We need every capable fighter to get out of here. Yeah, the sewers are of a different kind. We have already learned this the hard way. Princess, you are well! Rob, are you okay? Why does he call you Princess? You are a princess. I've heard rumors that Taran's princess vanished some time ago. She does not look particularly majestic. How dare you! Don't say any more or those will be your last words. Then let me find better ones. You have nothing to say to me, you milksop. Save your strength for the monsters that lurk here. Excuse me, Sir Victor, you're right. The welfare of the princess takes priority. I shall forgive you for the moment. You are too kind. This is no joke. She's really Taran's princess. Whoever she is, she can handle a weapon and that alone counts. We should listen to the old man and leave. The sewer system stinks. I wish your sense of decency was so pronounced as it is for sewers. This old man is Sir Victor, the greatest writer of our time. And therefore we should follow an experienced man like him. Together we were able to take down this red-eyed beast, and together we will get through these sewers as well. Let's not dawdle any further. Let's go. Just as I thought, you have like each individual character and their personalities kind of develop, and then you throw them all into a blender, into some kind of problem, and you see how they interact with each other. I love the you have like the knowledgeable kind of like leaders like Kylian and Victor, and then you have like the oddballs like Sienna and Rob that are gonna be like fighting the whole time. Oh, what bad luck. Just when I left the tower, the ground under my feet collapsed. Now I'm stuck here with you. Still nothing but just items. This is a good place to stop, but it'd be a bit short. We should go a little further. I wonder how XP works with this tag team system. Do I need to bring people in? Or does everyone just get equal XP? Oh, that's not right. Okay, so L1 is escape. Figure that out. R1 is supposed to be switch. But because our characters were on the left side, my brain was like thinking R1 should now be L1. So I hit L1 because like the character is off screen to the left. So like, you know, I'm thinking like L1 will bring in the character that's off screen, but it's just always R1, regardless of where you are on screen. Okay, so, well, actually, now that I think about it, I haven't really like stopped to really look at it. But there are no levels in this game. Just SP and Grimoire shards. So that's also interesting. I've talked in the past about RPGs that don't have an XP mechanic, in kind of the positives and negatives. I think for this game, this fits pretty well. This game really does like everything it can to be different. It references and takes a lot from old RPGs, but in terms of the mechanics, it did everything it possibly could to stand out. No typical XP system, a totally unique skill system that really only is similar to like Octopath Traveler. A unique party system, more modern takes on like the way the game progresses, like with the quests and progression, and like the super fast movement on the map. So they really did their best to try to make this feel different. And so far, I don't have an issue with anything that they've done. Yeah, you just have these stat boosters instead of, like, regular levels. Instead of XP, you get SP for your skills, but... I mean, I guess... Well, I don't think these give you buffs. Other than, like, the ones that are like this. But... Oh, okay, the fight just goes again. If you try to run away. How's it going, Joe? Yeah, this game has been highly requested for a long time. And now we're finally getting into it. And it's really awesome. I've been incredibly impressed with the story, the combat, the music, the graphics. I really like how the game looks. The fields especially. The animations are good. The fields are incredible, though. The enemies are pretty cool. The characters look good. The environments are definitely what steal the show, though. Oh, almost did it again. One nice thing is, like, I didn't have any moves to get rid of my overdrive there, but I could switch out. Because Rob had a move. Gonna need a compare and contrast between this and Sea of Stars. That's pretty tough, because they're really different. Like, really different. Sea of Stars is more... Chrono Trigger 2. It's very, very much like Chrono Trigger in a lot of ways, with a couple more modern takes, but it's very much Chrono Trigger. This game is very much its own thing, but is inspired by a ton of games. Mostly Xenogears Chrono Trigger, but seems inspired by an absolute ton. Sea of Stars was made by an entire team. The team behind The Messenger. Whereas this was made by one guy. And I'll be real with you. Can barely tell the difference. I mean, this game is incredibly impressive. I would say, like, the animations and I guess the cutscenes, like, are what stand out with Sea of Stars being, like, a bigger team. But other than that, man, it's wild. Took them 7 years, I believe. So, you can see why. Dude, like, everything's been a reference so far. The references are all over. Yeah, as a composer that worked like several years on the music over the course of the development. Yeah, don't get it twisted. Making this in 7 years is still fast. Oh, I see we're in the water now. Who do we still need to see? I think we've seen everyone's move now. Did we see Rob's or did we just read it? I think we saw it. Lost can of spinach. I was wondering where my spinach went. I gotta say, I really like the overdrive system. I was thinking, like, I liked the concept of it, but I wondered if it would get kind of annoying and, like, just be a thing that I gotta keep track of that doesn't really, like, add fun. But there's so many great scenarios where it's like, okay, I could use this move, but then it would put us above overdrive, and then, you know, that would be more risky. Or I could use this move to lower my overdrive and then set up for my next character. Or I could switch out, which will lower it slightly, and then I have enough to use this move. Like, it just makes every action take a little bit more thought, you know? I mean, sometimes, but most of the time I'm not just mindlessly hitting attack. Almost every attack takes just a little bit of brain power of, like, how will this set up my next turn? Which I really like a lot. How's it going, Marsh? We are loving Chained Echoes. I can see why this game is so highly regarded. It's been a blast already. This must be the exit. Is something wrong, Glenn? There's a statue in the water. Oh, you're right, and one of the heroes of Leonar at that. It is said that people who pray to these statues will be visited in their dreams by the old heroes and bestowed their powers. You need to offer a flask of sacred water first, though. I wonder what this statue is doing down here. Pray, you say. Oh my god, we're getting even more now. In addition to weapons, armors, and accessories, characters can equip class emblems. They are bestowed to the party after praying to the heroes of Leonar statues. Class emblems provide huge stat upgrades. So now we're going to get classes for our characters? They're not, like, already classes? Furthermore, every class emblem provides 2 action skills and 2 passive skills. These can be equipped in the class skill slots. The skills can only be set as long as the corresponding class emblem is equipped. Only exception, once you've mastered a skill, you can set it without having it. This is the greatest game ever made. This is the greatest game ever made. Do I have sacred water? I do have sacred water. Oh yeah, that was one of the things we stole, I think. Or whatever. I remember we got it, I just don't remember exactly where. I greet ye, adventurers of Alandis. My voice, echoing through thy heart, shall bestow upon thee the power of ages long gone by. Prove thyself worthy, and thou shalt receive the gift. I have to fight him? Oh, just fight a thing. Guitar solo! Sudden guitar solo. Oh! The one that's next. Yeah. What? That wasn't the one that what? I read it wrong. I thought that was the one that was next. Whatever. We win. Ye have mastered the challenge, brave warriors, and proven thyself worthy. Accept the emblem offered by Marianne the Cleric. Now go forth, brave warriors and curious adventurers, for thee are the future of Eldrea. Okay, so I'm guessing this one person equips it? Well... Man, this is really cool. It gives you like a whole like stat kind of thing, and then the skills revives a character, restores HP, raises mind. Enemies take 1 turn longer to apply this ailment for the first time. Oh, silence resistance. The cleric gets silence resistance? That's sick. So we have a couple options here. We could give it to Rob, since Rob already has a healing move. Or no. Kylie has the healing move. What was I thinking with Rob? I don't know. We could give it to Kylian, because he already has a healing move. Or we could give it to Victor, because he's kind of the... I mean, he's a bard. He's the buff guy. Or we could give it to Sienna, because Sienna is like the magic... Never mind. She is not the magic caster. Not Sienna. Len. I was getting their faces confused. Len. Len has the highest magic. She's like the magic caster. So it would not be bad for her either. I think for now I'll give it to Victor. You can only do one. Yeah, you can only do one. 1 class per boy. So now, do I even have to learn these, or are they just... They're just already there. Yeah, you just get them all. The only reason you'd switch these is if you mastered another one and you wanted to mix and match. But for now, I just get all of these. Oh my god, I already got mined up on him too. So wait, do these stack, I wonder? We can find out. They do stack. They don't stack. They do stack. I selected the wrong one. No, wait, what? There we go. Yeah, they do stack. That's crazy. He has 50 mind now. Because he already had a lot of mind. Then I already had a passive up. Then I got my other passive up. Plus, this class gives you a S boost in mind. So yeah, Victor is Gigamind, Megamind. Which, from what I'm looking at here, mind should be magic defense. That's what it seems like. So yeah, he's just he's never taking damage from magic ever again. Which is good because he's my healer, so. That's cool. He can actually equip this if I want to give him more defense. Honestly, I wouldn't be completely against that, since he already has so much mind. He does lose some TP, though. He is now big brain. I'm going to steal this. His HP is so low. Alright, I'll learn these later. I'll save that for now. Bro, this game is crazy. Like, okay, not only do we have, like, the overdrive system, the tag team system, the combat in general, all the different ability, like the ability system, but then we have this class system, and then there's still more that we haven't learned, because I still have these crystal slots that we haven't seen what that is yet. So there's some kind of materia system thing, or just, you know, like a jewel system. Holy crap. Oops, all mechanics is right. What? But I don't know. It doesn't feel... You know, I've played games before that have a lot of mechanics, and a lot of times it can feel overbearing. Something about this does not feel overbearing at all. I don't know if it's just because there's a lot of mechanics, but they're easy to understand. I think it's a mixture of, like, easy to understand, the tutorials for all of them were good, and they were introduced incredibly gradually. Like, at the very start, it was just attacking it, and then, I mean, it's basically been every 20 minutes it gives us a new one. And it's been a very solid pace of teaching us all this. It doesn't throw it all at you at once. It doesn't, you know, not only does it not throw it all at you at once, but it really has been like a perfect gradual. It seems like every time there's a new section, we get one new thing. So the combination of those three things, I think, makes this game able to have all these mechanics without me feeling like I'm super overwhelmed and don't know what to do. And I mean, when it teaches you a new mechanic as well, there seems to always only be like one thing. When it taught us the skills, there was really only one, like we only had 1 point to throw in. When we learned the class system, there's only one class to pick from. So it gives you just a little bit of a taste of each mechanic. It doesn't say, okay, like for example, Final Fantasy 12. Remember Final Fantasy 12? When you learn about the class system in Zodiac Age, It's literally like, okay, pick the primary and subclass for every character in the game right now. It's like, whoa, it's like so much to go through all at once, right? But here it's like we just got one class. Give one class to one character, try it out, see how it works, see how the buffs work, see how much stronger he is. Then we're just gonna slowly implement them as we go. And it'll probably be the same with the crystals. We'll probably get like one crystal to start off. Um, yeah. So I mean, this is a masterclass in how to design a unique RPG. They could have just copied any of the games that they were referencing, but instead they wanted to make the game its own thing and make it incredibly unique. And I could see how they could easily fall into the trap of having all these mechanics and wanting to show it to the player all at once, especially given that again, this was made by one guy, mostly one guy, and I wasn't around. Like, I remember hearing about this game when it came out because it was getting amazing reviews, but you have to imagine there wasn't a ton of publicity or like excitement. There was a Kickstarter for this, I believe. So like obviously the Kickstarter people would have been all over it, but you're just throwing this game on Steam and you really need to get people hooked right away or else they'll just put it down and play something else. There's a million games on Steam and this doesn't have any notoriety of being a Square Enix game or a Bethesda game or a game from a studio that's made something big before. And so you really need to get people hooked right away. So to have the confidence to not throw everything at the character all at once and be like, I gotta hope that the story speaks to them enough to where they'll stick with it long enough to where they can see all the things I put in this game. And that's hard. Like that would genuinely be hard. I could see myself creating a game like this and creating all these systems and thinking to myself, no one's gonna get 4 hours into the game to see that there's a class system. They're going to play 2 hours and then go on Steam and be like, there's no class system. Game sucks. You know? So to have the confidence in your player base that they will get far enough to see everything you've cooked up and to have confidence in your writing skills to get them hooked enough to get them there is impressive. Very impressive because you're not a studio that's made a game that everyone's going to be like, yeah, we trust you to make a great game. You're just a guy in a Kickstarter, you know? So I'm incredibly impressed that they were able to uh, gradually include everything in a way that feels natural and makes the game better, even if it doesn't grab everyone right away. And it didn't need that to grab me because the writing and the story and the music and the visuals were enough to get me right away. I was incredibly intrigued right away. And the way that it played with each character and had this big moment where they all came together, I was there for the ride right away. So for me, it didn't need to throw everything at me at once. If it had thrown everything at me at once, I definitely would have not enjoyed it as much. So kudos right away. I'm already so impressed with the way this game handles everything. Um, and I think what stands out the most to me again is the look of it. The UI and the environments just blow me away. Can't believe this is created by one person. It's just it looks so good. It looks so unique, so good, so vibrant. I could do a guess the game right now and tell you it was this game. It has its own unique look, which is not standard of like RPG Maker creators. Um, some are, some aren't, but it's easy to fall into. You play something like To the Moon. As much as I love To the Moon, one of my favorite games, I would say, you instantly can tell it's an RPG Maker game. It's just like this is an you just see the tiles and you're like, this is an RPG Maker game, you know. So yeah, man, wow, wow, what a start! What a start to a fantastic game. Uh, just incredible. I'm absolutely loving every facet of the game. I can see why it blew up so big and got such incredible ratings. And everyone has brought this game up many times. And I'm excited to play more of it. But for now, we got to say goodbye to YouTube. Ignore the chat roasting me for guess the game fails. They don't know what they're talking about. YouTube, you guys out there, the real fans, the ones that really care about me, the ones that really love this community, not those fake fans on Twitch. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for enjoying. Let's play Chained Echoes. I can't wait to hear all of your opinions of this game in the comments. Whenever we start a new game, there's always a bunch of people that talk about their experience with the game. Spoiler free, of course, but their experiences with the game, and I love to hear it. Can't wait to hear what you guys think of this game if you've played it before, or if you haven't played it before, what you think of the first 4 hours here. And some of the other discussions we had earlier, I'm excited to see what you guys think. But for now, this will be it for today. Thank you again for joining us on this journey, and I cannot wait to get back into it next week. Thank you again. We will catch you in the next episodes of Let's Play Chained Echoes. Peace.